Guns, you ever feel like you're being watched?
Did you ever have the feeling that you were being watched?
Drone strikes have saved lives.
Can we shoot them down if over our property?
Drones.
Another Daily Mail here. We had a Daily Mail party or something.
I don't know.
dailymail.co.uk. Top secret drone blocking technology will be deployed in London for Queen's funeral to enforce no-fly zone as officers gear up for what will be one of the biggest security operations in British policing history. Yeah, this is going to be concerning, but let's see what they got to say. A no-fly zone has been put in place over London, with security forces deploying cutting-edge technology to stop drones flying near the Queen's funeral. However, officials said that food delivery robots will have all access to all private zones and will be able to cross all security lines. That was in the subtext there, but of course we know it's the truth. In what is set to be one of the biggest security operations in British history, Scotland Yard is pulling out all the stops to ensure today's service and procession go off without a hitch. At least 10,000 police officers, including 2,000 from around the UK, will be guarding central London and the 23-mile route to Windsor Castle today. On the ground, many roads and bridges will be shut to traffic, and 23 miles of barriers have been put up to control crowds that are expected to reach into tens of thousands. In the skies, no chances are being taken, with the Civil Aviation Authority putting a no-fly zone in place over the capital. This will include the prohibition of drones. To help enforce this, security forces have set up top-secret anti-drone devices in central London ahead of the service today. It is being reported. So top secret that it's being reported. These machines, which work by blocking signals between drones and their pilots, have been set up on rooftops around Westminster, the Telegraph reports. What about them is top secret? You told them they're there. You're telling us how they work. Comes amid concerns that terrorists or people looking to disrupt the event, either by targeting the crowd or the procession itself, could do so from the air. The first step in making sure this doesn't happen was setting up a no-fly zone, which will be in force till after the funeral today. After the funeral on today. Metropolitan Police Deputy Assistant Commissioner Stuart Cundy has asked people who see any unauthorized drones to contact the police. How would you know?
Wait, hold on. This whole thing is about high tech, undisclosed technology.
Yeah.
But then they're like, hey, if you see something, call us, because we might miss it. We might not see
something, say something, because some of these drones are really little, and our top secret, super confidential machines are not that great. Quote, my request to members of the public, if they are in London on Monday and they do have concerns or they think someone's flying a drone, do you think someone's flying a drone? Please speak to me. Speak to one of the many police officers that are out so that we can deal with it straight away, he said. There have already been 34 arrests in the lead up to the event, while as of last week, 11 people have been spoken to for flying drones when they shouldn't have been.
Oh, they've been spoken to.
Last week, 11 people have been spoken to. 34 arrests, so close to 33.
I know. One guy couldn't get away. He was supposed to get away. He couldn't.
There's talk about all the world leaders who were going to, attend the funeral, couldn't drive their own cars to the funeral. They had to park in like a airport parking lot and get on a bus, putting a whole bunch of world leaders on a bus.
Maybe the 34 arrests were world leaders and bankers.
Military tribunal. Let's see. I don't know. Then they go into a bunch of other stuff. The motorcade. Did you have anything extra you wanted to check in here?
No, I just thought it was funny that it's so high tech that they're publishing about it, and it's not very high tech if all it is, hey, if you see some, call us so we could deal with it. What I was expecting some laser boundaries that go out into the sky or something,
some net machines.
Yeah, something crazy that, as soon as some unauthorized vehicle enters the space, they get blown up or something,
Get shot down. Well, because that's not very helpful if the drone is on some sort of autonomous flight path,
I don't know.
It's one thing to disrupt the controls, but most drones nowadays, at least consumer level drones, you can just set a flight path and it doesn't need to be connected to a controller at all.
Yeah. Well, see, I was thinking, because the yellow tape is no good anymore during police type of stuff. So I was expecting a little more from the Brits here, but apparently it's just people with binoculars on rooftops.
Yeah.
There's their new technology that's so scary. Maybe they're just pleading for some better stuff from the lizard overlords.
Can't stop the drones, man. They're everywhere.